Hello, Leslie. How are you? Can you hear me? How's everybody doing? Leo's Copper is in the house. How are you, man? Alan, Brian, how are you guys? Well, Armando, ¿cómo estás? Alan. Good afternoon, Daryl in the house. Charis, Christopher, how is everybody doing? So before we start, why don't you do me a favor and like this video, please? That will help us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Leo Scopper, you joined yesterday the VIP group. Awesome, welcome. Aussie USD, Nafis, what do you want me to do? ¿De dónde sos, Armando? All right, so there is a lot going on right now, but I'm gonna wait a few minutes so everybody can join us. Tanya, how are you? México, ¿de dónde en México vos? Philippines in the house. All right, so oil is crashing at the moment. And that is a good thing because I'm short. Why did you take Aussie Yen buy stop? Well, I am going to send the analysis to the VIP group, but I can't. I can't discuss that in a free live session. But yeah, I'm going to send that analysis, of that signal after the show. All right, so hold on. Nigeria in the house. You got gold at 1810. How are you, Annie? Tampico. Tampico in the house. So you got gold at 1810. Let's have a look. That's awesome, mate. You want to see my gold trade? This is my gold trade. Let's have a look and let's put it on the daily. Yep, this is my entire gold position. And I already shaved a lot of it. So, hold on, please, since we're beginning, please explain to everyone that the best trader is the one managing risk. When you take 10% risk in one trade, you're exposing yourself. This is gambling, not trading. Of course, you are correct. So, that is a great point that you made, because, there is, first of all, this is super hard to do, being profitable on the long term, right? And there is a lot of things that you cannot control. This is an auction between buyers and sellers. No one knows future auction. No one knows what's going to happen. So, what you need to do is focus on what you can control. And what you can control is the setups that you take, right? So you have to backtest those setups, right? And understand the profitability and the win ratio of those setups, right? All right, for example, Did I send a free signal today? Ah, the Aussie Yen is a free signal. So hold on, let me see. So I can talk about that, you know. But hold on, let me see if I am correct. Yep, the Aussie Yen is a free signal, so I'm going to talk about that. So you signed up for the VIP 2 days ago, but didn't get the 50% discount. Did you use the code? So you know, if you're not part of the VIP group, we do have, you know, a promotion going on right now where you can sign up using my code, and you will get a 50% discount for the first month. And I don't remember my code. Hold on, let me see. My code is Orlando50. So I'm gonna put it on the chat. If you go to the link below this video and sign up using this code, you'll get a 50% off. So that's only 15 pounds, 17 pounds and 50 pence, you know. So let's talk about the Aussie Yen, right? Why did I take a buy stop, right? So, you know, if you're new to these sessions, right, or to the VIP group, or even the free group, right, and you don't know the way that I trade, right? I'm going to explain it to you right now. Yeah, that was all Olympio. That NZD USD was awesome, right? So, all right. So this is the way that I trade, right? First of all, I look at the daily, right, on the Aussie Yen. Well, first of all, I look at what or how the yen is trading, right? Because that Aussie Yen trade is more. Well, it's actually more Aussie dollar based. So the first thing that I do is look at the daily, and if you look at the daily right here, well, you can see that this market is in an extremely bullish run, right? From the lows, the pandemic lows. Right, so hold on. I'm just reading Caldwell's message on the chat. So we are on a very bullish run here in this market, right? And of course, when I look at the daily just to get the overall bias, right? In a very bullish market, we are not going to try to sell, right? Because we always look for the impulses, right? Not the pullbacks. Now, having said that, the Aussie Yen retraced back to this massive level. Again, historic price action gives you clues where big players stepped in the market. And this is the levels that I focus on, right? Why? Because where big, in this case, big buyers, or in another case, big sellers or big players jumped into the market, this is where we are going to find heavy orders, you know, thick orders. So we are in a very bullish move, right? And price retraced back to the 80 level. And here is where we saw the last influx of big buyers, right? We already rejected once this level, and we pulled back to this semi-level again, right? That is a daily. Then we go to the 4-hour chart, and I'm just looking at the previous weekly highs and the previous weekly lows, right? And you know, from the highs of the move right here, price was making new weekly lower weekly highs and new lower weekly lows. And again, here we saw a not a reversal, but a higher, a new or a higher new weekly low. So this tells me that again, buyers are jumping in here. I'm sorry. And if you look at this 4-hour candle, this big rejection today, that gave me the check to go and look for a buy here on the Aussie Yen. We haven't been triggered just yet. We haven't been triggered just yet on the Aussie Yen, right? And if you look at the hourly, right? Okay, so let me explain. The dots on my charts, on the 4-hour chart, are the previous weekly highs and the previous weekly lows. On the 1-hour chart is the previous day's highs and the previous day's lows, right? So, our trade, it's right here at the 81.10. This is the entry, the 81.10, all right? And we're targeting, let me see the signal actually. We are targeting the 82.10. So, right about here. Why are we targeting the 82.10? Well, because this is the previous base or the previous broken level. Now, why did we enter at the, or why did we place that buy stop at the 81.10? And why didn't we take just a buy when price was trading around the 80.80? You know, you could think that that was a much better entry, which would have given us a much better risk to reward ratio. But the thing about this is that if you look at price action, right, the reversal is not yet confirmed. We need to break with these highs in order for the reversal to be confirmed and us to get triggered on a long. Remember that we are buying into a let's call it a midterm, no, a short-term bearish move, right? A pullback. So we need that confirmation. And yeah, that's the reason why we put the buy stops at the 81.10, and that's why we did not just buy at market when price was trading around the weekly pivot. Right, so let's have a look at the chat. Can we upgrade the subscription if I choose build monthly? What do you want to upgrade? I don't know. All right, so risk ratio is the most important, not winning how many trades. You can win 10 trades straight with 1% risk, but screw up, say 5 trades with 30% risk trade, you will be doomed. Yeah, I mean, and you know, I am, you know, personally speaking, I am, because I am a data based trader, in the sense that I base my decisions on data, right? I don't use the same percentage risk for every single trade. For example, if I have a solid setup that checks all the boxes on my checklist, I'm going to use the higher risk. And of course, it also depends on the risk to reward that the setup is giving me. But you know, that is another topic, and yeah, we can do a live session to just talk about how to manage risk and how to understand, you know, the probabilities of the trades or the setups that you're taking, right? But right now we're just going to have a look at the markets and see if we can find an entry. Oh boy, what happened here? The fuck? Oh, I don't know. Can everybody hear me? I don't know what happened, but just give me a second, guys, because I think yeah, I lost. Well, there you go. I think there was a power outage. Right. So can everybody hear me? I think there was a power. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's look at the markets. Okay, Davis. Thank you. My quarterly plan expires around October. Can I renew my subscription now with the discount to extend till February? No, I think the code, the discount code is only for new subscribers. Awesome. So everybody can hear me. Let's have a look at the markets. Let me see my trades. Everything is going as planned. And right, let's have a look at the U.S. dollar. You know that I am a U.S. dollar trader, and you already know that I'm very, very bearish on the USD. Right? Just give me a second, guys. I'm getting an error here on YouTube. Yeah, but we're fine. All right, so the DXY, you know, the US dollar currency index, after breaking with this reversal pattern, right, this diagonal, is, I mean, the downside is being capped by the 91, let's call it 91.80 level, right? Why is that? Let's go to the 4-hour chart, and you know, this is a very thick area, right? This is a very, very thick area. But what I like about this, or what I like about how the DXY is trading, is that we're trading below the weekly pivot. 2, we are trading below the previous broken level. And 3, we are trading kind of sideways, which is creating a continuation pattern. So today we have ISM Services PMI and non-farm employment change. Right, we have data coming out of the U.S. that might move. Well, that will move the this market, right? And you know, if numbers miss, there is a high probability that we are going to break with with today's lows, and I'm sorry, with this week's lows and last week's lows, and that is going to create some very, very good momentum to the downside. And that's why we decided to only, that's why we decided to close 75% of our New Zealand dollar, US dollar longs, right? And move our stops to break even and delete that the targets that we had. Why? Because if this scenario, if the bearish scenario on the US dollar plays out, well, the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar is going to rally heavily, which will make for a very, very nice swing trade. So for the time being, this is just a non-directional price action. This entire week has been non-directional, if you notice, right? But like I said before, we remain bearish. Fundamentally bearish, right? This is the 1-hour chart. We remain fundamentally bearish, but you know, even though that we are fundamentally bearish on the USD, we have to trade what we see on the chart, right? You know, a couple of weeks ago, when the US dollar was rallying, we were not going to sell, you know, into so much strength, just because we are fundamentally bearish on the USD, right? We trade, I mean, you have to trade what you see. But right now, I mean, if you look at the 1-hour chart, this is looking extremely bearish to me, right? Again, let me put that level here. Hold on. There, right on the weekly pivot, the previous broken level. Again, this is looking extremely bearish. This is looking very flaggy. And you know, if numbers do not miss, we are going to get some rally on the US dollar. But you know, to be completely honest, if that happens, if that scenario plays out, to me that is purely noise. And you know, sellers are going to be jumping in around the 92.30. Now, if price breaks with the 92.30 and consolidates here around the 92.30, then on the short term, we are going to be looking for longs from the USD, right? So we have to wait and see what happens with the pre-market volume that it's about to get into right now, and of course with the US session. But you know, this choppy price action is really hard to trade, and that's why, you know, I mean, that's why summer trading is kind of hard in the sense that you get a lot of non-directional price action, and you know, trading choppy price action. It's a good way to burn money. You know, the VIP signals have performed really well during summer trading, when normally is where people lose money. You know, unexperienced traders lose money. So, and if you want me to check out a market, just type it on the chat. I'm more than happy to do so. Let's have a look at the news, right? Bitcoin and other coins are speculative assets. Class says Gensler, right? Thank you. So let's have a look at. There's nothing. I mean, there's really nothing going on news-wise that that's of interest to us. Yeah. So let's go back to the markets. Gold and silver, you know, silver. Let's talk about silver. And the reason that I want to talk about silver is that I personally just took a small long in silver. Let's have a look. Where is silver? Right. Yeah, it's a small, very small long position in silver, right? And yeah, the reason that I took this position is because, all right, can you verify that the Euro USD trade that was given a while ago in the VIP stream? Yeah, it's still valid, mate. You know, Antonius, you know, thank you for asking that. And let me clarify something. On the VIP swing trading group, that is. If you, everybody, if you don't know that group, right? It's a different group where we swing trade the markets. For example, we are right now we are in an Ethereum long. This is our trade on the swing trading group, right? We already took half off, and stops are at break even. This is a nice trade, and we are also in a Euro USD long, right? And because those are swing trades, right? I'm not gonna be updating on them every single day, right? Now, because you asked that question, that if the Euro USD long is still valid, you know, I just realized that I have to update, you know, a little better on the trades. But if if I don't send a message on that group saying that the trade is no longer valid, or we should close the trade, or etc., is because I am still on it, right? And you know, I take all the trades that I send you guys. Euro USD, right? Here is my Euro USD long, right? And this is the entry on the swing trading group. This one right here, a little bit underwater, but our stops are all the way down here. So yeah, it's still valid, mate. It's still very much valid. So yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna and I mean I really really appreciate you asking that question because it made me realize that I need to update a little better on those trades, right? So are you a pattern trader? No, I'm not a pattern trader. You know, I I focus on levels. I don't know if I mean, I don't know if I can call me a level trader. You know, key level trader. No, I don't know. But you know, I do use patterns to for my entries. You know, let me show you an example. All right, for example, right now this is Ethereum, right? Now, this is how I trade, right? When I say that I'm a key level trader, I look for massive key levels in historic price action, such as this one in Ethereum right now, okay? The 2460 level or so, right? Now, I am going to take a trade right now, putting a buy stop at the 24, just to be, let me grab my crosshair tool, right at the 2450 level, which with stops just below these lows. So just to add on to my Ethereum longs, right? So this would be the trade, or this is the trade I'm going to be taking, and of course, don't even consider the target, right? Because I am targeting all-time highs in Ethereum. But you know, why do I like this setup, right? It checks all the boxes on my list. First of all, number one, I'm buying in a midterm bullish structure. Two, I am deep buying at a retest of a previous broken level. Third, massive bullish divergence on my oscillator, right? Weekly price is trading above the weekly pivot. That gives me a bullish bias. And if you look at this, you know, every single day we have made a new higher daily high and new higher daily low. And you know, not on the last few days because we are in a pullback, but you know, it checks all the boxes. So to me, this is a slam dunk setup. Yeah, price action, exactly. I mean, I focus on price action. Price action gives me all the information that I need in order to make the optimal decisions when it comes to put money at risk in the markets. Right, Rome, is the GBP Japanese yen trade taken yesterday still valid? No, we got stopped out at a loss on that one. You did not get stopped out at a loss? Let's have a look, mate. To be completely honest, you know, I mean, are you running on a profit or on a loss? I don't know. I'm going to tell you what I think about this market, right? So yesterday we took a long, again, you know, rejection of the previous week's lows, right? Etc., etc., etc. So we got, we put a buy stop here, and we got stopped out on this week low, right? This a 4-hour candle is extremely bullish, right? But again, you know, this level, the 152.20, is heavily attacked by sellers, and personally, I just don't like the upside here, more so because we have been trading non-directional in this in this tight range, and because we have had weeks on the upside and on the downside, so the probabilities of success of this trade, if you are still on it, are very low, right? Because of the non-directional move. If I were still on this trade, I would personally I would close it because it would have hit my time stops. So okay, got you. Market structure, support, resistance levels, and divergence. Yeah, basically, I mean, I don't trade divergence, right? But it's one of the boxes that I mean, if a setup checks the divergence box, it has a much higher probability of success. And I know this because I have back tested my the setups that I trade on all the markets that I trade, and it has taken me a shit ton of time, right? So I know the probabilities of success if it checks the divergence box or if it doesn't. See how the GBP yen is just crashing at the moment. Right, so let's move on. Did we get some news? Oh yeah. USA ADP non-farm employment change actual 330,000 versus 692. Wow, that's a big miss in employment change. Let's have a look at the US dollar. Must be, right? Crashing. So that's the trigger that we were looking I'm sorry, for a breakout of this what seems to be, right, a bearish continuation pattern on the USD. So that is crazy good for me and my trades. Currently up 17K, and when I started the stream I was up only 10K, so that's 6K since we have been together. Right, which currency meter do you look at? I don't look at currency meters. Right, so Davies, there's something that you need to know about me. I am a US dollar trader, right? Let's call it 85% of my trades are US dollar based. And the reason that I focus on the US dollar is because I learned to trade by myself, and the learning curve was super steep, and well, I realized that focusing on a ton of markets without understanding completely those markets was not profitable. So I decided to focus on the US dollar and the US dollar alone. And right now I read everything about this market. I understand this market 100%. I know what moves this market, what doesn't move this market, etc. And that gives me an edge. And that is where you print money in the long term, right? So yeah, focusing, trying to trade, the Norwegian krona or South African rand or, coffee or whatever, it's just not profitable. More so because, I am a technical trader, but in the sense that I take my entries on a technical analysis bias, right? But 50% of the reasons that I take a trade are fundamental, and that is where understanding completely the market that you trade comes into play, right? So, for example, this long position that I have in gold, let's have a look. Right? Why do you think that I have this long position in gold? This big ass position in gold. Why do you think that I have this? Right? After this big drop, right? Fundamentals. Why? Gold is a hedge against inflation, right? If you notice here, I took a loss here, right? I was long gold here, and then these idiots of the Federal Reserve hinted a rate hike, right? A couple of rate hikes, but they hinted it. They didn't even say it aloud, right? So the market reacted to that news, and the US dollar rallied. And of course, gold sold off. But gold sold off not because of the US dollar rally, but because the Fed hinted a rate hike. The tool that central banks use to fight inflation is hiking rates. So, if the Federal Reserve hinted a rate hike, that meant that inflation was going to lower. But and that's why I always say that this move is completely irrational. Why? Because the Federal Reserve at the same time, the Federal Reserve at the same time said that they were going to keep the pace of this round of quantitative easing. So they were going to keep on printing the same amount of money every single month, right? That creates such an inflationary pressure on the economy that makes this move irrational. So I started to buy gold again, because inflation is rising. I don't trade the Swiss franc, mate. Euro GBP daily time frame. Cool. Let's have a look at everything. Yeah, sure. Euro GBP. What are you here? I don't have a Euro Aussie anymore, and I don't think that I have a, or do I? Hold on. I just need to. GBP yen. Do I have a GBP yen? Oh no, yesterday we got stuff out, so I don't have a pound yen. So the Euro GBP, right? This is a market that I don't trade very often because it's two very strong currencies, right? That's why I don't like trading the Euro US dollar, for example, because it's two very, very strong currencies against each other. Like I told you before, right? I'm a US dollar trader, right? And the first thing that I do is I go to the DXY, right? Today, for example, if we break with these lows, I'm going to look for shorts on the US dollar, but I'm not going to look for shorts on the US dollar on the Euro USD. I'm going to look for shorts on the US dollar, maybe on the US dollar Canadian dollar. Why? Because the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, the US dollar is much, much, much stronger, which means that the move is going to be much, much cleaner. So having said that, let's have a look at the Euro GBP. Just technical basis, and just look at this fucking chop action. Why would you want to trade this? This is awful. This is so bad. I just see money burning here. But let's have a look at it, right? Technically speaking, we are at support. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, this is 4-hour chart here. Technically speaking, we are at support, right? This is the 4-hour chart. This is support. I wouldn't buy into any rejection here until I get confirmation of a reversal. That confirmation would be at the break of these highs, And again, yeah, I know that because of the way that I trade, sometimes I'm not going to be the first on the trade, but I'm going to be the most secure because the move is validated when it breaks with my stop orders. So, having said that, looking at the 1-hour chart, I really would look into buys here at the break of the 85.60. Yeah, at the break of these highs. Not before, not after, and it's not. It's very unlikely that it's going to happen today. because I mean this is the average daily range, etc. And you talk about GBP Aussie, sure, let's have a look at the GBP Aussie. That is a market that I do like, right? When I take a trade on the GBP Aussie or the GBP CAD, it's mostly GBP focused, right? So hold on, let's have a look at the daily first, because I haven't had a look at this market in a long time. Right, so let's look for some historic key levels. We are above this very, very important low. Why is this a very important low to me? Well, just because this is where buyers jumped in, right? And moved price up about, let's have a look. Yeah, about 12% or 2,000 pips. That's a big, big move. Now we are trading above that level. So we are trading above that level, right? Just by looking at the daily, my buy spot would be the 187, a retest of these lows, and the reason is because I've done the the back test, I've done the work, and you know, whenever price breaks a key level, and such a massive key level, right, with a lot of volume and momentum, normally, momentum traders, right, are going to take profits real soon. And the pullbacks, and and for price to continue rising or rallying, we need more buyers, right? And the big players are not going to buy in the middle of nowhere. No, big players are going to place their orders at that exact same level. So that's why I always wait for the pullback, to that key level. And sometimes I do miss the trade because we missed the trade. I missed the trade because the pullback is not that deep, but that's fine. That's fine. Now, having said that, let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, right? Again, right? This is the level that I would want price to hit before I consider even a buy. Now, if that doesn't play out on the 1-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart, we're kind of retesting the same level. On the 1-hour chart, again, I wouldn't buy right here. Why? Because we are in an immediate bearish move, and the bearish move is still in play. Why? Because we are making lower highs and lower lows. So in order for me to consider buying here, I need for the immediate bearish structure to break. So I would want a clean break of these highs of the 188.77 or so, but that would give you a very bad risk to reward if you were targeting the highs, right? I don't do that. Whenever I take a trade, it's a swing trade. And this market, just look at the daily, right? Let's have a look at some possible levels to the upside, right, as targets. So just have a look at this, okay? If you were to buy right here on the 1-hour chart or so, or if I were to, I would have to wait for the break of those highs, and I would be targeting a 1% move, right? With stops below the lows. If I were to take these that 1-hour setup, right? So it would give me a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. But if you were targeting, right, the highs of the move, it would give you barely a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. But if you can hold trades, right? Because also it's very plausible that if this scenario plays out, right, the bullish breakout plays out, when price hits these highs, we are going to have a pullback. So if you can't stomach a pullback before the clean breakout, this is not a setup that you should even be considering. Gold just touched 1827. 18 what? Yep. Any call? No. I mean, no, there's no setup. I mean, if you're not long gold, just don't buy. I mean, why? I mean, right now there's absolutely no no setup to buy. This right now gold is find a setup and hold the trade. With the VIP swing trading team, we are in a long position in gold. We took it at the 1815 at the break of these highs right here. So when gold broke to the upside, we were in profit, and then price pulled back a little bit on us, but we are really targeting. I'm going to show you what we're targeting. This is what we're targeting, right? We're targeting this move all the way up here. So patience, right? Trust the process. This market is extremely bullish, but no, don't buy right now. What you could consider is a long position at the break of the 1833 or these highs, right? Just wait for price to break these highs and then pull back to this level, and then you're going to get an amazing risk to reward setup that actually I am going to take. Your long gold from 1790. Well, mate, you and I both. I am long gold from the first buy is at 1778. So yeah, we're making money. Good for you. Good for you. Hold that. Also, even though I am a swing trader, I shave profits, right? I shave profits here in gold. In Ethereum, I shave profits right here. Just because it's very hard to see your P&L at up $40,000 and then just wake up in the morning and you don't know what happened, and then seeing your P&L at minus $2,000. Psychologically speaking, it keeps me in the game. It keeps me on my A game. So I have a strategy to enter the market and a strategy to exit the market, and a strategy to add on to my trades, etc. So what else? Euro, Swiss franc. All right. If it's not here, all right, it's here. I don't know why, because I don't trade this. 1 hour chart. Let's have a look again. Super bearish, extremely bearish market. What do you want to do here? Daily time frame. I'm sorry. So on the daily time frame, this is super bearish again. Yeah, but I see what this is what you're looking at. This level. I don't know. It's super. This level. There's no level. We are below my key level. So if I were to trade this market, I would trade a retest of this level, and I would short it. But again, this is not a market that I trade. But extremely bearish. XLM-USD. What is XLM-USD? I don't know. I don't know what is XLM-USD. Anybody of you anybody of you have bought some DeFi coin or DeFi coin? Well, why don't we take a trade? I own 2,250 of these coins. So awesome, Marlin. I own yeah. So I own 2,250 of these coins. And I mean, and if you're not, I mean, if you're not on this, Stellar is crypto. XLM is Stellar. I don't know. I don't trade that market. So if you, yeah, I know it's crypto, but Stellar is something that I don't trade. So right, let's talk about a little bit about DeFi coin or DeFi coin. I need to actually I need to ask for the correct pronunciation, but that's fine, right? If you want to jump in on this, the first time that we called, this coin, it was trading at around 20 cents or so, and right now it's trading around the 130. So that's a big gain. And right now, I do like this consolidation. This is what, the 50-minute chart. Let's have a look at the hourly, right? I do like this consolidation, right? And I do like this, these buyers jumping in at the $1 level, the 110, right? Yep, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome. I mean, you can trade them. Yeah, you own 3,000 DeFi coin. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, this 2,250. I'm gonna keep on adding to this. Yeah, and for me, exactly. I mean, this is a long-term investment, right? But why don't we trade a little bit? So let me buy. How do you do this? Sell. All right. So I'm gonna sell 100 DeFi coins. Order success. Shit. I sold them. Cancel. Yes. Oh, I understand now. Right. So I want to buy 100. But I have to buy USDT. You know what? I'm going to be prepared for tomorrow's live session. All right, Davis. If you want to buy DeFi coin, I'm gonna send you the link. You should. Hold on. You should. Yeah. I mean, a Bitmart. Just open an account here in Bitmart, and buy the DeFi coins here. That's what I did, and and I'm planning on holding this and adding on every month on on this wallet. And yeah, the spread is kind of big, but this is not a trade. This is an investment. I bought the coins, and I'm planning on holding them. Now, if you're talking about trading crypto, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy the actual crypto, or do you want do you want to buy the actual crypto, or do you want just to trade the crypto's price action? Because if what you want to do is trade the crypto's price action, just go ahead and open an account on AvaTrade. I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on. And first of all, I'm going to show you why. Show all. Right. Because you can trade all of these cryptos here. These are CFDs, or contracts for difference. So it's a high leverage product, but if you know how to manage risk, it really doesn't matter. So you can trade Ethereum, Bitcoin, right, Stellar, Neon, Dodge, etc. Right? Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Do you know something about the risks in staking DeFi coin? What do you mean? What do you mean? The risk in staking DeFi coin. Yeah, I mean, just have a look at the volume, right? At the volume traded, the percent change in the last 24 hours. That's a big bullish move. That's good for me and for all of us that are holding. And just look at the market cap too, right? It's pretty solid. I wouldn't invest in a market that I really didn't trust in. Thoughts on Nasdaq? Yeah, we're going to do that, mate. Of course. If we can lose coins in staking process, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. But you can email support and ask that questions. I'm pretty sure a specialist will answer you. So let's have let's have a look at equities. Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a cup of coffee. So equities are looking super toppy. Actually, now that you mention it, let's see if I do have a little bit of a little bit of this. So hold on, let me just manage this trade before anything happens. Toolbar chart. All right, so now the hourly, the 4-hour chart. Cool. So I am going to move stops here because this is looking super toppy. Yeah, I already took almost all my profits here. Yeah, I mean, just email support, Alan. So let's have a look at equities, right? Of course, super bullish. But is it the moment to buy? Absolutely no. Would you sell? No. I personally would not sell, right? I mean, if you look at the hourly chart, and if you are a day trader, of course there were opportunities to sell the Nasdaq, right? But I am not into that. I don't play that game. This market is extremely bullish, and I'm only looking for buys. Now, where are those buys? Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, and let's clean up that chart and remove all the drawings, and let's start fresh, right? So here is all-time highs, right? Boom, first one. Then we have last week lows with this little high. So this is the range that we're trading right now, or the price, or the Nasdaq is trading, right? At the moment, to me, this is no man's land. Absolutely nothing to do here, but to wait for two scenarios. And this is what I do, right? This is what I do. Okay. When I look at the charts, when I analyze the charts, and I do this on the afternoons. Every day on the afternoons to be prepared for next day's session, and that's just a little piece of advice for you guys. If you trade every day, right, do the work at night, right? Annotate your charts, look at the levels, and this is what I do. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So let's imagine that this is my afternoon around 4, 5, 6 p.m., which is the Asian session, right? Which is a session that I don't trade. What I do is I look at the markets, right? And let's imagine that I'm looking at Nasdaq at that time. So I see that the Nasdaq, right, is trading between these two levels. So this is no man's land. This is a no trade zone to me, but this is a very bullish market, and I would like to buy into this because there's money to be made. So where are my possible buys, right? So there's two scenarios. First scenario is a retest of these lows, right? a retest of these lows will give me a great risk to reward ratio for at least a retest of this week's highs, right? Where, I mean, if this scenario would play out, I would buy here, I would take profits here, and I would move stops to break even and let the rest of it run for a possible breakout to a new all-time high. So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two, right? Price continues to rally. I mean, I don't know, maybe retest the weekly pivot or whatever, but it continues to rally and it breaks with last week's highs, right? So if it breaks with last week's highs, then I would look for a retest of last week's highs in order to buy, right? It's very hard to have targets when you're buying at all-time highs, but I mean, in that case, I would look at R's, I would take a 2R on that trade. So what do? I put on alerts. I put on alert here, right? Alert. I annotate that alert because just have a look at all these markets that I monitor, right? It's impossible to remember everything that you're thinking when you're analyzing a chart the next day. It's impossible. So, right, breakout level, right, and then I would, wait for retest, and then boom, saved. And then I would put another alert here, right, and I would annotate it. So key level retest, buys on key level rejection, right, and then boom. And then whenever those two scenarios happen, this platform will alert me, and I already have the plan, so I don't have to do anything. Everything has been decided, right? I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm looking for, right? And of course that I would put this on red because it's hot, right? I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm waiting for, and also this keeps me from taking unnecessary, riskier, and to be completely honest, more gambling trades, right? So if and only if these two scenarios one of these two scenarios play out, I would take a trade. If not, I would not, right? And of course, if this alert at the bottom, if price goes all the way down here, it will alert me, right? But I would not buy blindly, like it says here, buys on key level rejection. I need to wait for a rejection, right? So if price just doesn't reject this level and continues to move down, there's no trade either for me. Just a piece of advice to make your life a lot easier. All right, Canada building permits. Yeah, Canada. We have ISM services PMI. Yeah, but with this miss on employment change, it's going to be hard for the US dollar to rally today, which is awesome. Right? We are about to break those lows, right? At least today's lows. Today's lows are around the 91, 89 level, and also, always annotated. Where is that? Hold on, let me show you. Note, right? So I also put notes on my charts. This is the fucking level that needs to break in order for me to sell my dollars, right? Of course, this is a joke, right? But I have a note on my chart, and because it's impossible for you to remember everything, so just put notes on your charts, right? I'm going to delete this. How do you find quick trades opportunity? Let's say trades open and close within 1 hour. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. Oof, I hate that. Quick trades to me, it's gambling. Why? Because if you're looking for quick trades, maybe not scalping, but kind of sort of day trading or whatever. Um, you are going to first of all you need to look at the lower time frames, right? 15-minute chart, 10-minute chart, 5-minute chart, etc. That is going to give you some very, very unrealistic levels, very soft levels that are easily broken with, and you are very, very, or your trades, because of the tight stop losses, are going to be critically uh, affected by uh, volume spikes and news. So, but I mean, and to me, it really doesn't make any sense to, just take a quick trade. If, just have a look at this, right? So, well, so I'm up $20,000. That's awesome. Cool. So let's just have a look at this, right? Just imagine that. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Insert shapes. I never use MT4. Well, just imagine this first buy in gold, right? Just imagine this. Imagine that I would have. I would have entered here and just took a quick profit here for about what? 60 pips. I would have missed on all of this. So, to me, the best way to grow an account is by swing trading, right? By holding on to your positions. Of course, it takes a lot of patience to do so, and it's not overnight that you're going to do so. But if you manage, if you understand that, how to print money in the markets, the less you trade is better. That's just the way that I look at it. What was so funny? Me on my note? Yeah, I know. I am super funny, mate. Right, so dollar is crushing. Let's have a look at this. That's a beautiful moving gold. It's obvious. It's obvious that this market is super bullish. And yes, there were opportunities last week to take a sell, but I don't understand the thought process of trying to make a quick buck here when the real money is made here, right? So yeah, that's just me. So what else? What else? What else? I am kind of tired, to be completely honest, but I will keep on keeping on if you guys want me to. All right. Just tell me what to do. Hey, if you're not part of the VIP, and someone asked me that yesterday, or whatever, 2 days ago, they used the coupon, but it was Olympios coupon that you use, right? Olympio 50 or something. Yeah, Olympio 50 or Olympio 500. No. Yeah. So, mate, if you want, if you want to trade with us, if you want to be part of the team, we have two very, very good groups, right? So we have the Of course, the VIP team, the VIP signals group, and we have the VIP swing trading group, where we swing trade. Right here, let's close 50% of our Ethereum longs here for almost 22% gain, 5,000 pips. Uh, Here is our buy stopping goal. We enter at 18.15, and right now price is trading at 18.27. So that, my friends, is a 18.15. That's a 125 pips win in just this single trade. If you want to be part of the team, the coupon that I sent you guys can be used for any of our VIP groups. You know, right? Any of our VIP groups. The link is below this video. Try us out. There's also a 30-day money back guarantee, so there is absolutely no risk for you. Right, so Davey, so whenever you call a trade, we should hold on to it until you tell us what to do, even if the trade does not hit stop loss. Right. I mean, if you're talking about the swing trading VIP team. I mean, in any case, remember that these signals are not investment advice. But yeah, I mean, if I send a signal, I will send the trade management tool, etc. Right? I mean, either we close the trading profits or we get stopped out. Right, Eddie Fernandez. Do you see what is happening with Bitcoin right now as a pullback or another crash? Any thoughts? Yeah, I'm gonna show you my research on Bitcoin. So going through AvaTrade will get us both the VIP. Yeah, if you open an account with the link on that we always send on the free group, and a real account, and you trade with it, you will get access, I think, to all the VIP groups. So that's that. So just have a look at this. This is insane. I do believe that Bitcoin. Oof, I forgot to place that long position. Thank you, guys. Well, I missed that trade. Just because of hanging out with you guys, I missed adding on to my longs in Ethereum. Right, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. I actually already bought. I'm gonna show you. I actually had already bought that dip yesterday. So right here, you can see, right? So no worries. 20K, that's awesome. Right, so let me show you, right? So Bitcoin. Right, so here, on the past week or so, a ton, of short positions have been liquidating in Bitcoin and Ethereum, in all actually, right, and all, you know, in all crypto markets. Let's have a look at this. So, on the past hour, $35.4 million worth of short positions have been liquidated. What does that mean? That means that on the past hour, over leveraged short positions in the cryptocurrencies have been closed by brokers, right? Because of margin calls. That, my friends, is creating a what? A short squeeze. I'm sorry, I was looking at my other screen. So that is creating a short squeeze.
And that is one of the main reasons that I am keeping and adding on every single dip in Bitcoin. I have been adding on 21K. That's awesome. I have been adding on. Just have a look at this shit. Hold on. Right? I bought here. I added here. I added here. I added here. I added yesterday, and I will keep on adding on this. Until price action and fundamentals tells me otherwise. But to me, this is super, 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 super bullish. Can set trailing stop loss in New Zealand dollar, US dollar. If you want to do that, just do that, mate. I am not. And again, why? 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 The reason that we close 75% off of this position and move our stops to break even is because we are seeing a possible massive breakout to the upside. Now, if you start trading stop losses, you are going to get stopped out and you are going to miss on that move. And that's why we close 75% off and not the normal 50% off, because I know that you guys cannot stomach a short pullback in an open trade, right? But, if you're going to trade those stop losses very tightly, just close the trade, man. Just close the trade. Now, if you want to ride this on a high probability bull run towards at least that 72, what is it, 72.84, 85, then just leave it alone. Just have a look at this, right? Do you think that I would be on all of these trades if I were to, if I were to trail my stop losses below every single tick? Of course not. I would have been stopped out ages ago. You have to give, if you're looking to ride a big move, a possible big move, because no one knows if the market is actually going to move a lot or not. But if you are anticipating a big move, right, just give your trade a room to breathe. Just be patient. Trust the process, right? We already locked in profits on that trade, right? We are riding 25% of that trade free, risk-free, right? Just let that fucking trade ride. That is a big breakout in New Zealand, in the Kiwi. That is a big breakout. So, it's up to you, mate. We are not going to do that. But that's just the way that I trade. Some people just like to, trail stop losses under every single, mini pullback. That's just not the way that I trade. We already made a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but yeah, a lot of money here on the breakout, right? And it's very plausible that price is going to come back to retest these previous highs, right? Yes, you're going to see the open P&L erased on that pullback. But if you can't stomach that, just don't have your open P&L open on your MT4, just do this, instead of having this fucking thing on the bottom, just click this right here, and don't have it, just don't look at your P&L, right? And that's just a little piece of advice. That is going to be a massive break on gold. Wow. Hopefully, right? We don't know. Around the 1832 level, this is where thick sell orders are. Why don't we have a look at that, right? GC is called futures. I don't have futures data, so we're going to have to see this on a 10-minute delay. But that's fine, because what we want to do is just look at the volume, right? So a fixed range, we're going to look at this. So right here, hold on, point of control, I want it black, cool. Right, so the point of control, I mean, this was a slam dunk buy, if any. The point of control, if you don't know what this is the volume profile. What this histogram is telling you is the levels where the highest volume were traded, right? The point of control, this black line right here, is the actual level where the highest volume was traded. And as you can see, was right here at the bottom, okay? At support, at the previous highs, etc. I'm sorry, huh? My dog moved my arm. At the previous high, broken highs, etc. So what this histogram is telling me is that here, right on the point of control, is where a lot of buyers jump to. Again, we have a big spike in volume, in historic volume at these highs. That's why I was telling you that come the retest of the 1833, this is where we're going to find a lot of sellers, right? I don't know about you, but I do like to see how much money I'm making. $22,000. This is, if you don't know, this is the managed accounts. We do manage accounts for clients. If you want more information about that, just email support mates. But yeah, I mean, I do all the trading on this account. It's nothing like the VIP signals. And some trades, I mean, all of the swing trading VIP signals come from my trades on the MAM. I mean, I don't send all of my trades because when it comes to signals, we have to follow a strategy. I mean, I'm not going to send you all of my trades just for £50 a month, but still you get a lot of my personal positions like Ethereum, gold, etc. with the VIP swing trading group. So if you wanna be on the VIP swing trading group, there's a 50% discount with the code. What's the code? Hold on. With the code Orlando50. I'm gonna resend it on the chat. And if you wanna invest on the MAM, the minimum investment is $5,000. You do not send us any money. You open an account using our link because your account has to be linked to us, and you sign a power of attorney. And when you sign a power of attorney that you send to AvaTrade, I can link your account to our investment pool, and I can only trade your account. I cannot withdraw from it. I cannot deposit on it. You are the only person that touches that money. So, if anyone on the internet ever tells you to send money to them, don't do it. That is a scam. $23,000. And we started the session with what? 11,000. So that's $12,000 in an hour and 20 minutes. Doing absolutely nothing. Just being patient and trusting my fucking process. When are you going to start the educational forex trading from the scratch? I don't know, man. I haven't even started. That's. Right now I am busy, super busy with a lot of stuff, and it's summer. I take my time off, etc. And when it comes to that product, that educational product, I want it to be really good. So I need to take my time, and I need to really, really focus on that project. And right now, I don't have the time, but
It's pretty possible that by the end of the year we are going to get it. Not the end of the year, but who knows? Maybe earlier. Aussie Yen, I don't know. No minimum deposit. I mean minimum. The minimum is 5K made. I'm sorry. I mean I cannot do an exception because if I did, I would have to do it for everybody. All right. So Aussie Yen, I don't know. I haven't looked at it, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's dropping, but we are not triggered, so that's fine. If price breaks with today's lows, it will break with our stop loss level, which means that our DIA is no longer valid, and just delete that order. It's as simple as that. And that's why. No, mate, I'm sorry, I can't do it. So this is why we use stop orders, because and this is why we need our validation levels to be broken before taking a trade, you know. No, Davis, I can't.
But you know what? I don't know. Let me talk with the team, with management, and let's. I don't know. I mean, are you? You're part of the VIP group, right? I don't know, but let me have a conversation with management, and the team, legal, etc. And uh, I'll let you know. But it's very plausible that it's not going to happen. Right. So, any questions, about the VIP groups, the managed accounts? Just to finish off, this is all. This is all the trades that are running on the managed accounts. Only one trade is in the red, and that's the Aussie Yen that I took prematurely, but because it's another strategy, right? But just have a look at this. Isn't this amazing? Just by being patient, by trusting your process, by trusting my process, just being patient, focusing on the markets that I know, understand, trade, and focus on, I'm able to do this, right? And again, when I drop my educational product, this is what I am going to be teaching. And that's the reason. And that's the reason that I want to take my time with that product, right? Because because I don't have as anything, right? If I really, 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 well, if I decide to do something, I do it, right? I do it full on. And when it comes to this educational product, a course, or I don't even know if it's a course. Let's call it fucking masterclass, right? When it comes to that, I'm really going. What I want is really, really explaining in details my thought process, right? How to back this, how to mine the data, how to understand the data, etc. Everything that is in my head, everything that it has taken, years and years of my life to learn and understand. And also, that's why it's not going to be fucking cheap. That I can assure you. But it's going to be worth it. And it's not going to be like those. It's not going to be like the courses, or the courses that I personally got scammed with when I was starting to learn how to trade. I remember one time, this trader, lured me into buying his course, his system or whatever, for $500, and it was a PDF of about 9 pages with only
moving average crossover signal system. That was money well spent. So I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't trade with indicators, but yeah, but I don't want to do that. When I do it, I am going to put everything that I know and all my passion into it. So yeah, I mean, if you, it will be. I mean, eventually, it will be out, and it will be out this year, but just not yet, right? Thank you, Annie. All right, cool. Anything else? Market is about to open in 15 minutes, so yeah, this is going to be a red day for the USD mates. Woof, woof. This is awesome. So the next level on DXY that I see is 91.40, right? These highs. But if we look, I mean, I don't trust calculated targets too much, but fuck it. Let's have a look. If we look at calculated targets on the breakout of this, flag triangle or whatever, let's have a look. Should be around the 91.40 or so. Yep, a little bit above 91.50. So that's the 161.8 of the flag. Now let's have a look at the 161.8 of the first wave, or I'm sorry, the 261.8 of this week's range should be the same. Yep, same level. Yeah, this is going to be where buyers are going to be jumping in, right? Key level. But if this breakout is as heavy as it could be, yeah, we're going to see lower US dollar price. More so because on the daily, right, calculated targets on the breakout of this diagonal or rising pennant or whatever you want to call it is right here, 161.8. So these highs around the 90.50. So short-term targets on a short-term flag are really just nice to me. So yes, we could and we will definitely see a minor pullback, right? I mean, if this scenario plays out, of course, we will see some kind of a reaction to this level. But if this scenario plays out, I mean, this market is extremely bearish in the short term. So heads up to that. My thoughts are not trying to buy US dollars today, right? Look for sales. What correlations do I see between the DXY and equities? Zero. Zero. I don't look at that. All right. So yeah, no, zero. I don't look at that. No, I don't see it like that. Yeah, but that correlation is not super strong, right? Have a look at equities. Let's have a look at equities. What's going on with equities right now? Yeah, non-directional, but it's looking very bearish. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500 also down for the day about 0.20%. The Dow also down about 0.30%. The Russell down almost, 0.75%. So that correlation is really not strong, at all. So yeah, also, poor job numbers is always going to be bearish for equities. Ethereum. All right. So if there's no more questions, thank you for joining me. I really enjoy these live sessions a lot. I hope you guys do too. Again, if you're not if you are not part of the VIP group or the VIP swing trading group, there's a link below this video. If you use the coupon Orlando50, you get 50% off on the first month. And there's always that 30-day money back guarantee, so there's absolutely no fucking risk for you. So, you know. Awesome. So, one more thing, Orlando. Is there a pending order on the Euro US dollar? No. Um, if you're talking about the swing trading VIP group, that order has been triggered. All right, Daryl. Thank you. I thought you were gone, man. Normally you can't shut the fuck up. But thank you for joining me. Thank you again. Cool. Again, I really, really enjoy these sessions. I'm just kidding, man. You know, just having some fun. Um, Thank you again for joining me. And you know, if you like what I do, you know, not. I mean, let me rephrase that. If what I do makes sense to you, right? The first step would be joining the VIP group, and then you know, when we launch the educational product, that would be the second step. And you know, when the educational product comes out, it's not only going to be a course; it's going to be a separate community. You know, access. Uh, it's not going to be just videos of me talking nonsense, right? It's going to be. I mean, I have to think about how to package it, but it's going to be something really cool. Thank you, Annie. Cool, Daryl. Vicky, very informative. All right. Well, you know, I mean, if you learn just a tiny bit from my from my sessions, that is a win for me, right? So let's have a look at the news. EU approves contract for COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, right. Trump says, who cares what Trump says? I want to see what he says. Trump says request by U.S. House Committee for his tax returns is unlawful. Yes, unlawful because you're going to jail, motherfucker. Oil extends. Wow, I do. Do I have a? Yeah, I have a position in crude. Let's have a look at that. In Brent, actually. I have forgotten about this, and we have crude oil inventories today. Hola. ¿Qué onda? Bien. We have crude oil inventories today. When? Yeah, so it's 7:22 a.m. Yeah, in about an hour. But you know, crude oil is crashing. I took this short in a Brent yesterday. Actually, you know, I took the short. Hold on, let me show you. I took the short yesterday. Hold on, let me just delete this. All right, so I took the short yesterday at the break of the previous day's lows, right? And kind of reversed on me, but now, but because my stops were just above the daily highs, that kept me on the trade, and now we are in profit, which is what I like to see. Thank you, Akinyale. I try to be, you know. I try to be. I like comedy, mate. You know, and the wit is strong. Right. So yeah, this is me. Oh man, I really wanted for us. You know what? Let's just wait a little bit to see if we can you know, record that breakout in gold. Come on. Who wants to fat finger gold right now for to swipe all the sell orders that are in place here?